say the Rasu to my the same bow. I didn't need that upon the mayo. Yamai the Rasu Yamai bow. I didn't need that upon the mayo. Ila. I didn't need that upon the mayo. Say the Rasu to my the same bow. I didn't need that upon the mayo. Yamai the Rasu Yamai bow. I didn't need that upon the mayo. Ila. I didn't need that upon the mayo. Yamai no so, Papa Yamai no say, Yamai no so, Onu Yamai no, Tamara Fetu, Papa Yamai no, Katika Timaki Papa. Angiro kuri kakasali monu tafafam. Akafaka kuro kopa tati liftane, tati somtane. Tumaina side rasu, tumaina sembo. Andimdi na tapanda mayo. Yamai rasu, yamai bo. Andimdi na tapanda mayo. Ila. Andimdi na tapanda mayo. Mbano bo si. Na fula to we did na fula to si na fula to we did na fula to woman about si na fula to we did na fula to si na fula to we did na fula to
Hey, Fambul Demuna, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever on a day. We've been supposed for come on yesterday. We've been supposed for come yesterday, but because of the broadcast we'll get from one of the politicians and the busy way all the networks them be busy, we decide say we go left and for today. Because we own purpose now this channel, not to for can't talk hype. Now way we defend for educate with people them. Let them get out of the thing we make. A few people they misuse with country. Help people and get out of the thing where they make a few people they misuse with country. Sierra Leone is being grossly misused by a cabal. And the people are not aware of that. Then they go and holler, oh, APC, SLPP. It's a cabal that is misleading that nation. And then they keep the people in ignorance. And I make them they get way. And they call themselves stakeholder. Who is the stakeholder? It's the people of Sierra Leone. It's the people of Sierra Leone, not a few persons. Except if we want to say, God who created the heavens and the earth, we say, let us make man in his image and likeness. So he can take dominion over the earth. You know, say, let us make a few people and let them take dominion over the earth. But now the people that already cause this problem. Now the one them who wanna put respect pa, wanna say na intellectuals. These people are nothing but bigots, deceptive people, and liars. But we're not going to follow them. What you get for do, we get for take patience, let we know what you will need for know. Then when it come for making choices, we will know how we make our choices. Because it's very same class. And then they go out there, they preach ethnocentrism, tribalism. Ordinary people in Sierra Leone, they don't know the difference between Mende, Timni, Local, Limba, Fula. Then they coexist. Then they do business. Then they buy and sell. Then they marry it. When time come for pray, then they pray together. A church, a mosque, wherever, then they go pray. Then now they put one sapphire under for Limba, one for Mende, one for Timni. A few people they mislead with country. And I think that the time don't reach, we'll get for begin raise with voices. Not to create discontent in society, but to create awareness, because this is what this platform is about. I'm spending my time, my resources, and my money to build a platform so that I will contribute for take with people out of ignorance. That's a legacy I want to leave for Sierra Leone before I die. The people of Sierra Leone know what in they need for know. Then they will be able to take correct decisions. Take correct decisions. But before they go further, I allow me co-partner like Grituna.
Mi famulem in a cabo plenty kushetona. We want to tell una thank you yet again. We gather under the same buffer, under the same mango tick. We do the usual, they try for throw light, but issues them, we don't make our society dark. In terms of injury or trauma, we can read and they talk say, they know they put fire by injury. Now ice then they put for make them go create a condition we go make healing take place. So famulem, this we station that is all within the day about for open your eye, for make you see things and for yourself, understand them and act upon the understanding where you get for let you go get growth. You see, where they talk about things like then kind of we have to go now we backyard. Where you plant something, you get for nurture them, you get for care for them, you get for weed them, you get for till the land, aerate the soil, you can mulch it, you can use fertilizer or you can use organic method. But all of those you did do for make you go get an amicable result where go give you profit. Even when you listen for profit, make you comprehend them, you understand them. So you go use within you understand profitably for make your society. We don't come back today. For now, we can't talk about anything there. My brother way and my co-host, he don't do a lot of research in the area there. He don't invest a lot of time into understanding the anthropology of the country. And the same way, this if don't try. But no matter what we do, if we not get on our audience, we not get on our participation, we not already don't get, because we get certain group now in country. They don't monopolize everything to themselves. They don't want to see anything, then they cover light on. They don't put tapolina on her face for long and not see what thing they go on. Just like with the colonialists then come, the way you want for pray, they say, let you close your eyes. When we want to open una eye, let see what thing would they do. So una go learn and make una conceptualize and understand things them. Family in a cabo once again. Una kushe. My brother, now the word that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now, before they go further, I want that we examine what you get for talk today. Because every society, they grow out of knowledge. Knowledge, not to pass the way then go import come. Every society, they grow out of knowledge. We get what you call cultural knowledge base. We in SaLone, we don't throw away with cultural knowledge base to the winds. We take Western knowledge. Then we they call we self-intellectuals. But the question is, do we really have intellectuals in Sierra Leone? If we have, how many of them do we have? Are they in the majority or in the minority? Why are they asked this question? Look at a country like South Korea. How don't begin they go bigger. The country no get nothing what they call mineral. Get them. But then develop the human resource, then develop an intellectual class. We're ready for fulfill the three factors we on the scene at the screen. So then get the knowledge, then get the ability and willingness to awaken society. And then they do so for a noble cause or purpose. What in this mean? It means say, if boy Jalo gets knowledge of something, rather than he use them for himself no more, we not get for help him at the end of the day. Let use them, let everybody understand what in that knowledge they mean. Let we able use them. We all as a team for build something we go prosper everybody. Now this method South Korea use. They use their ability and willingness to awaken society. If I sabi how for make what I go use as the simple example. Let's say for example, I sabi how for make motorcar engine. If I say I know the show person, but they not go work with me because not to me one able to make that engine. I need other people for come on board. Let all man do in your own part. So I get for show people. And when we show people, then sabi, we all come, we work together. That motorcar engine, I like we not make motorcar safe, but if we engine we make them properly, it get quality, we will sell them, we make money. Then all man get in your share. Now this way intellectuals not they do not Sierra Leone because they're not bigots. Who is a bigot? Somebody who feels say better past other people. Somebody who feels say, now no more, no other person, no reach them. I make we intellectuals in Sierra Leone and get them funny words them, chosen few, the elites, the ivy. It's all stupid words to use in a society. If you have a population of 8 million, they will say now 800 no more sabi wetin for do. Can those 800 produce goods and services? No. And until society get the capacity for produce goods and services, nothing not they work. Now poverty the day, and outside poverty day, Congo and lie, hatred, deception, and all this they coincide. This is the society we created. What they call we self-intellectuals. That society this will create. Yes, sir, you want to come in?
Yes, my brother, God bless you. You are so right. Then they use words them. They play semantics of words. They try for play the people them up, whereby then they whitewash the issues. So the reality is the world dirty, then they paint over.
You know they wash the wall before you paint them.
They know they wash the wall. They know they wash them.
So the painting of the shit.
Like they don't saturate with society with this word peace. But what's not the real meaning of the word peace? From what's not the area, they go all around we. People don't know. Peace gets plenty meaning. One of the meaning, na calmness, na tranquility. The other, na way una free from conflict. Like we war done. Like right now, we are at war. So
We are at war. We are at war.
Adikam, we are done. Adikam, lad on me, brother. You know, we know they are at war, but they say we are at war. What is the war about? The very war what we get, not the one where the people learn. That is the masses, they fight against themselves. You get a few people that when are bigots, then they beat the people verbally, physically, legally, but the people never complain. Then they use the cultural mix-up, where they dress with impunity. They can't see them, hey, una na family. Let we talk them to we safe. And when I say peace naturally, that is there is conflict. They know they deal with the issues there, will bring about the conflict in the first place. The impunity, where then they play with Naya, now word, what they call beer, now for beer, now for take heart. Then you will see some imam come, he go, they say the Quran said this, you not offend with your brother. But the Quran, there is no book on this earth where talk more but justice past the Quran. You cannot have peace if we are not discuss the issue. We don't forget punitive measure inflicted on them. You go through that. Everybody, they in tranquility, in agreement. Because look, Naya, waiting, I get Naya. There are many definitions of peace, but all of them are rooted in the notion of individual flourishing. Individual flourishing.
And that's where I was going
mutual
to go. Now, I make I tell you, say, we are at war.
And justice. Yes, and justice. Now, one thing for let us in commot, he talk for say, we can do peace. What is the peace about? If the peace is about
me eating, the peace is about me eating chicken every day. You come in to beg the chicken leg from me.
Exactly.
That's the peace we have. That's the bigotry about this idiotic intellectual class we have in Sierra Leone.
Because this is what they are telling us. They are trying to tell us that we not get feeling. We not get needs.
We not get right to food. We not get right to shelter. We not get right to clothing.
Precisely.
Now then get right and waiting and please forgive me, I them forgive me.
It's a club
and a cabal.
The chosen few. That are the blessed ones. Now then the one them way they above.
Because the God where they exist now, Sierra Leone, a partial old man we not know it from until.
Somebody go to drive a car with the influence of alcohol. I don't talk now. I have plenty time. Me and my brother don't talk now. I have plenty time. Say a lot of things them where we can come out with the attack because we know one for correct with behaviors. When they talk for say Oh, like for instance, right now, the most common one, social media. Now they cause the problem. Social media is a tool. A tool is as
They
good
cause
as the
problem.
person when they use
Social
it.
media, they cause problem from now on.
Exactly.
Social media are not the
You know,
incite person, but they educate
well, for me
person
now,
when
if you
you
get to
right
the
from a
educate
wrong.
the people and you try to empower the people, for
I
let the
know they're
people
not
then
happy, but that go to
get the
hell
idea,
and
we go
see
make them
how
flourish.
beautiful Satan is.
For
Who
make the
are not
people then
happy with
flourish.
what they do, Imran. They go to hell and see how beautiful Satan is. This is enough for the people of SaLone. Too much of nonsense. Too much of nonsense. Now, from the one I've been telling you, I know and discuss tripartite because I knew we were coming here. I wanted to wait for this day to say it as I want to say it. Would I not ever happy about that? Come meet me, boy, Jalo Jamboria. Say, Paddy, what make you talk so? I will answer you. Until they don't get them about the other they send, some meet the forum, then then get them stupid strategic communication about the they can begin talk. But me family and voting. Now I'll send you for cantor, cast come out and born them. What you make him papa drive an house? So go ahead, sir.
You know, the tripartite where you bring Kanaya. I mean, because the tripartite are for the country. All of a sudden now we come to
It
the
was
19th.
never for the country, it was for the cabal.
We realize for say the tripartite exclude the population. Now the intellectual, them, the one that we say they sabi book, we don't understand the meaning of intellectual, the show them na the country, the parasites them,
No, but also then.
the reprobates them, the unprincipled jackasses them. They don't come back again. They tell we now for say they for can't talk peace. But this is not new.
Peace for what?
Then
What is this peace we are talking about?
Then do them after the war. When they don't cut with people their hand, they don't kill with people there. They don't wound with people there. They don't run out with people them homeless. Me what they talk now so. One of my favorite nephew them. Up till this day, nobody no able accounts for her. We not see her today.
He's dead. That's all you can say. He's
We not see
dead.
her
If he was
today.
alive, you would know where he is.
And now, this phenomenon, almost everybody, every home naturally suffer it. They lost somebody directly or indirectly. When they're done, then they come with the almighty peace. Then go Lome, then this, then that. When they go there, they say they get agreement. The agreement was not for the people. All the reports the way they make, the treaties the way they make, they don't implement nothing. Nothing. Even radio democracy, what they say for close, it still exists. The people that will commit the crime. Now the one that will
Election, they all go scot-free.
then go scot-free.
I
Well,
only put
this
it
is
on
not
going
peace.
in no man, they make scapegoat.
They make some people as scapegoats, they hide behind them. Then the majority, they still do it with us, they continue for do the havoc.
But then a power so. And then a
And
power.
then same people there don't rig elections, people that don't vote, when are they inalienable rights? What you man call inalienable? Now rights where you know they negotiate. Everybody gets right for choose. They call it autonomy. And that is a basic human right. That right for what you want, that you will demand. And when you demand something, it can be for you, you're able to choose what you want. They don't take it away hand. And we get right for let we tell us say, so you take a coprano, so back a coprano, you get for pay me. I have to be paid. You took something that belongs to me. When you reach to this point now, all of a sudden, beyond the tripartite, not to forget they can't tell we for say the election. We all know that the election was stolen. We know say it not be free, fair, not credible. Then I can out to with they can't tell we say na peace. We are one man, we don't be the bigots in the country. Where they talk say anybody challenge them, you know, go live for tell the story. If they talk about peace. But the peace when me they yeri, I they smell them, na urine. And you take urine, they wash people in the face and they smell the urine. But the very people where they smell the peace, they talk say na holy water. Then they say amen back.
Well,
And for me, now they pain this way they mourn me. It is so crystal
quickly,
clear.
Imran, I wonder we address this issue of peace.
Yes.
Don't forget about Mother Bio. Don't forget about all in blackmailing tactics where they use by APC. When I make them, they back down on and demands them. That's what he's good at. They blackmail them. The APC made a strategic mistake. After that 2018 election, where Bio been come up with a commission of inquiry, all the old guards in the party should have stepped aside. Then get young people and for take over. Not ending up, look me, I look you them for the pandemic today. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Now we are say chairman of APC in case don't done a Supreme Court. So what did that tell you? There has been an unholy agreement. It's been a problem. Now hypocrisy. There's too much hypocrisy and deception in the political parties. That's only SLPP no problem. All the political parties. So it's now time to educate the people of Sierra Leone. Just stop talking partisan politics. Let us educate the people for them to know the critical issues so then we're able to take decisions free of influence or of any kind. This peace, what then they talk about. Number one, now get unclear. What is the difference between war and peace? It's very thin, just like the line between sober and grace. You understand? What's in the sustained peace in any society? Not to guns, not to powers, not to for go sit down at table and negotiate. Now for do what thing they make the people them able get away for get them living. If everybody in Sierra Leone has a way to have their living and they are busy every day going about their business, nobody wants to know about politician. In London, you don't want to know about the politician, not so. Do you?
Yep. I see. I get you. I get you. Me brother.
You get something to do. When you build the economic capacity of the people, now peace you they build. But when you impoverish the people, now two things you they do. You create instability, that at the same time, you encourage crime in society. A lot of these idiots think by creating poverty, they will be able to control the people. They are not controlling the people.
You suppress them.
They are creating dissatisfaction and crime.
They suppress and oppress them. I want to bring a small caveat
Every human being get an inner wish. Forget the basics of life.
Yes.
The purpose of living life is not about becoming a billionaire. It's about being able to afford the basics of life. With people them in those days, they're not being a turn millionaire, but I mean they live good life. Not so. It's all small.
All man get a house. All man get a compound.
All man get a house.
All man get land. Now people they don't get land. Then they take the land in their hand.
And everybody who been get land, if they plant in petete leaf and cassava leaf back door, if the men in fall and goat, you know they go big to neighbor. They were self-sufficient at that level.
Even though not to be the cash level, in the subsistence, that means it grow within enough for him and the family. Then the little
Exactly.
extra we go left, he go sell them for let he go get small money for do other things. So not to be
Exactly.
cash where them be they do them. But you see, I want to examine this thing called peace deeper.
Now the
Peace
peace are
gets
different. So I want
multiple
let you. I
components.
don't want let we go by English definition. I
No,
want to look the practical side of peace.
Adekam is very important to let people and get an overview understanding. Because a building without a foundation, it collapse. So that makes beaucoup things and it collapse.
Peace get different meaning for different purpose.
Peace gets multiple components. Peace, it's a process. It's an outcome. It's a culture. It's a disposition. When they talk about say peace na outcome, you they look at it is assessed by the absence of cessation of violence. When I say an outcome, that if una get war, una get
And
both.
what in they cause war?
Now conflict.
What in they cause conflict?
If there is conflict, like for instance, how the people that go so right now, they are being oppressed. Then they take their land in their hand. Then they go vote. They're not get the outcome of the results. People are they take it in their hand. So people are disgruntled. People are angry.
Yes.
People are
And
looking
they will
for
forever
answers.
be disgruntled and not care anyhow you talk peace. You they only postpone the crisis.
So peace, when you talk about peace, there should be an outcome. There should be an end process.
And the outcome should be social justice.
Social justice. Justice day. And the outcome, now that justice will go bring consensus, total agreement from all parties. Not to one party they enjoy. Not to one party they get in your wishes at the expense
and
of
what
somebody
make
else.
and worse, what he make and worse, the party where they enjoy any contribution to the country. They only talk and chop. Now talk and chop now then job.
Then the second
people
one
where they
when
do all the labor, they're not
second
enjoying
one
nothing.
peace process. Example, peace building is characterized by effort to negotiate freedom from violence. You hear the word for negotiate freedom from violence. You cannot give people in peace when they're in bondage. They have to be free.
Right.
They have to be free. They have to be given that latitude for make them decide what they want
about,
and they not get any form of harassment. Like for instance, when you hear somebody they talk say, people that want to complain or what come on do, they're not live for tell the story. What are you trying to do? You try for inject undue fear upon them, so they go lock them out. But if they lock them out, it does not mean they're happy. Create toxicity.
Take away the stress from the people then.
Exactly.
It not make them more peaceful.
Exactly.
He only postpone the problem.
He postpone them. And when you do that, you make the situation more toxic. It ferment. It become volcanic. That means to say, it inside the swell. It inside the swell. It inside the swell. It reach a point, my brother, now you know the geographer. It reach a point, it explode. Magma they come out. And when the magma meets you now, it kill you, you won't complain. Because then talk say, where people, then they under suppression. Like they say, next they can before do clean. Now next you go do them, but where do clean. Where do clean. Then go redress. That very thing that way you they do them, with the very thing where you apply to them, violence. It happened at France.
In the first place, let me look at what's in the happen now.
Papa, I just want for done this year. I don't talk for two. The third one, and peace, is a human disposition. What does that mean? It is a personal and social orientation to secure freedom from distress and foster the capacity to act. Brother, I want to explain that one. Let's read them again. Peace is a human disposition. It is a personal and social orientation to secure freedom from distress and to foster a capacity to act predicted on a fundamental recognition of freedom and dignity of all people.
I think we will take the last phrase, dignity of all people.
Mm-hmm.
When you undermine the dignity of the man
Mm-hmm.
by having him go hungry,
Mm-hmm.
by having him homeless,
Mm-hmm.
by having him jobless, etc.,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to naturate a value in life. So he becomes very unpeaceful. And when a man becomes unpeaceful, then society cannot be peaceful. Because when somebody not at peace, now two things they happen. Either they go to crime or take up arms for start a conflict.
Revolt.
Hmm?
Because
Some people revolt by becoming criminals.
yes.
So you have not even created peace when you don't allow society forget equal distribution of the resources of the society.
Me brother.
Criminal. That criminal where they go thief na net with gun. A rebel.
I'm glad
They
the way
revolt
you put
against inequality.
That's the word.
Criminal where they attack person, they beat them for taking property na yan. Na rebel.
Mm-hmm.
If they revolt against society and inequality, they tell you, say, I get a right. Like I used to get right, forget this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So talking peace, just stop talking trash. Let us start thinking in Sierra Leone. Always they talk and say, intellectuals of Sierra Leone, if we get 1,999 or 990 idiots, I miss it. And I stand by that. I'll prove it.
And I agree with you 100%. I stand with
So
you
what
on
you
that.
do, you know, in the first year they observe about those idiots,
Mm-hmm.
they think the title they have is so important that when you try to talk sense into them, they make as if, what do you want to tell me? That's where the bigotry begins. Not listening to reasonable discourse is part of what is wrong with us. 90% of the problems of Sierra Leone, now the intellectual class cause them. And we therefore say that, let them take responsibility.
Madam.
Julius Maada Bio will never have been president if the intellectual class been sober.
Mm-hmm.
If the intellectual class be not awaken society, society know how to make choices. Julius Maada Bio would never have been president. Some of us who are aware, when we said it, people then cry we down. We became the enemy. I was in a social media group before the 2018 election. I tell them, I say, if Julius Maada Bio be president, or I will swear the day when I damn the hour in SaLone. Then delete me from the group. But I don't care. It has nothing to do with me. I'm living my life. They say, fall when I reach, you go reach stone.
You go feel like Bako.
The stone, I don't reach na SaLone, so.
Mm-hmm.
The stone don't reach there.
I like the way where you dissect the third one. And I will just put some small paper top where we can call Bonya. Where you take them, you talk, but say, now a disposition. That's not the orientation. How peace for town person naturally, if for de Panam, that business of giving people freedom, it's about freeing yourself as well. And you talk about one thing
When
when
you
it
do
comes to
what you do for others will be done for you.
So
this is a natural law.
That thing where you talk about revolt, it reminded me of a phraseology. That phrase where people like say, it pushed me to the wall. It pushed me to the wall. It pushed me to the wall. When you hear a man talk that means to say, you have been doing it. You have been abusing him. You have been terrorizing him. It don't come to a point where he no say he can for stand up and fight. He not care about consequences any longer. But he go fight to his last strength. For there, he go break that chain of oppression. And at the film, they come to Sierra Leone, talking to a lot of ordinary people. Then they tell me, then they call me, just between yesterday and now, I don't get past 100 calls. People then they call me, they ask me, what's now? Then they tell me, say, Mr. T, all of a sudden, once in my life, this is consistent to the people the way they call me. They say, once in my life, I feel transparent. And they holler to them, say, Adeya. Nobody know they see me, nobody know they hear me. What is that saying? Them very jackass thing, yeah, where you they talk about so, when say they're intellectual, when they call themselves elite, when they call stakeholders, they are not communicating. When you say you they communicate, you they involve everybody in the society. Yeah. I know you read and talk about referendum. Let we ask the people them if they agree.
We don't even need a referendum.
Well, I'm just being
how transparent was
exactly.
this?
I'm just
how much information the public know. Now not talk about referendum. Let's talk about during the time of this thing. How much information the public know, and how much of it was understood by the public. Because when you go talk to the people, them, rather than you talk to them in a language where they go understand, you go read a speech in English. But until you just don't understand what you read.
In this context, I use the word referendum broadly. Referendum means getting the whole population involved in the conversation.
Yes, how much of it was done?
The people say they don't want Madabio. It is clear.
Now we left Madabio in your side. Now look at
this is important to me. Because this is part of the problem. The people them say they don't want Madabio. But the end of this whole thing, what they done, they say they write the reports, they say they give Madabio for implement. The very man where they don't want, the very man where cause the part of the problem. Me man, I find them very difficult for understand. Exactly. I find them very difficult for understand the logic behind the whole process.
I don't say na idiots they will get to SaLone.
You know,
but you not understand what you actually mean.
You not consult with the people. The people have made it clear. We don't want this man. Madabio should not be there. Madabio, now part of the, in fact, if you not be careful, now in the skeleton, now in the nucleus of the problem right now, it has to go for let people get confidence in the system. You mean man where the fountain of honor and justice, they talk.
May just ask a simple question, sir.
Yes, sir.
What if Julius Madabio is just a figurehead being controlled by a cabal? We get people in all the political parties. Will it surprise you?
It would not surprise me because what did
that's one of the truths. That's one of the truths that Sierra Leoneans need to investigate.
Brother, what do you talk? So I have said it time and time. When you use the word conspiracy, that's what it means. You get a few people that don't conspire for let them hold power to themselves. I don't do an audio where I talk for say the political class, they are not partisan. Now we the people them. Now we partisan. The political class, they're in the stratosphere. Up in the stratosphere, waiting there up there. Now privileges, opportunities, contract, osusu, then they hit for themselves.
See, you've been seeing them pictures where come modern days there where they all they talk and shake hand and smile.
Exactly.
Pictures say 1,000 words.
It speaks volume. It speaks volume. You know?
Just say 1,000 words.
Exactly. So when you look at it, you get the people are at the stratosphere. Then they're up. We then are grown. I use this analogy for long and not say somebody they eat up table. If they eat bread, it make crumbs. So we not they eat at the table with them. We are not part of the diners. We now the one them when they are grown like the ants them when they pick the crumbs.
Yeah.
And in as much as we they pick the crumbs, since we then are grown, then they mass we back. We they holler, why? They're not trying. Shut up. If you shut up, the last person will shout, I'm master, I kill him. I go kill you. Nothing that they come out of it. I don't kill other people, let me left off. Can you imagine how brutal, how heartless
The
that is?
question we need to ask, there is another question we need to ask. That's where this stratosphere group they eat. Now almost not this eat.
Pardon? Come back again. I know you read the question good.
Stratosphere group, the cabal.
Mm-hmm.
They eat all where they eat now almost not this eat.
Me brother, it is so sad that wealth, it will work better.
I get reason to make ask this question. When you done, I go tell you potential of SaLone in terms of figures, value
Okay.
in dollars.
Okay. Any society, get for be fair. You get for be equal. Where you get an egalitarian society, now a society where you get pizza, you divide them. Everybody gets a piece. Everybody knows say it gets that worth. Everybody they get a dignity. Now that make countries them what they admire. Where some of we did. This is the problem I have. And what you said get, the intellectual class. In as much as they don't do well in that society, they know they see the reality. The reality is that society they get safety net. They don't create a social situation where they don't include in the laws, say it is mandatory that the society must be equal. Then get what they call Equal Opportunity Act. Where it is by law.
And let me caution you, when they say equal, don't mean say they're ready for make everybody a millionaire. But everybody forget the basics of life.
Exactly. Exactly. What we mean? Now you just talk so. Everybody gets a basic amenities. Everybody gets any village where you go. I like na 2 houses. They get electricity, they get telephone, they get water supply, they get everything where you need for survival. Everything. Nobody not in England, Norway, America, where they go toilets na pit latrine. Every society where you go, they get a shopping center.
If it is safe, not temporary use and very decent.
Exactly.
Because they can get them camps there and they go, then get a mobile toilet.
Exactly. And you get people them, when they don't work that. Now temporal make them call them makeshift toilet. Because they not say people they will get for waiting and not a place where they go get for get toilet, they left them. So then they bring mobile toilets where they dismantle where everything done. But the point where they try for make Naya is basic amenities are
not the way they
everywhere.
use pit toilets. Yes.
Now England Naya in the 30s, then do what they call beverage report. That report today, it talk about creating an equal society where everybody go get the basic fundamental where it need. Then create safety net. Then say from cradle to grave. Now that make na England healthcare na free at the point of delivery. Whether you're a king, you're a queen, you're a duke, you're a duchess, you're a minister, you're a janitor, you're a watchman, you're a laborer, where you go hospital, they know they treat you by your title. Then they treat you as a human being where get right to a dignity. Health na a thing, na a service where available to everybody. Everybody get them. Everybody get them free at the point of delivery. When you create such a society, you dey find out for say, you dey build the people in self-esteem, the self-worth. You dey make the people and develop what they call inquiry mind. You dey make the people them able for know the difference between when something bad. They make in this country. Any government will come, we play with healthcare. Trust me, in England, you know they last for 24 hours. Then they remove you. Because they know they allow anybody for play with the survival. They know they allow anybody for take away that right to survive, that right to be comfortable, that right to have dignity, dignified life. So, within our Sierra Leone, that is not happening. We get disabled people them. Government's not help them. Everybody within Sierra Leone, you get for pay school fee, whether you poor or you rich, you know they get scholarship, you know they get assistance. Like right now, who really go be proud of Sierra Leone? My brother, not so your papa pay school fee for you, not so your papa buy books for you, not so your papa educate you. Other country them, now the states they provide
Even
all
at
the services they
university,
need.
even at university, I had to pay for the first year.
Exactly. While then country they already talk, then they provide education for the citizens. And when the education become expensive, then they give you loan. When you begin work, then they pull and they, because they don't want to left anybody behind. Then they bring everybody along. Then you get peace as a culture. And I would talk about so already. It is distinctive form of culture. It is distinctive from a culture of violence and foster a sense of global citizenship. Why you feel say when you go college and call it university? There is a word they are called universe. You cannot go to university, you come out still narrow-minded. If you go to university,
side,
you not get a broad horizon. You not get a universal thinking.
the unfortunate side I want you to know, the unfortunate side I want you to know. The university in Sierra Leone is where discontent, divisions, and such things are fomented.
Then they breed them. We might use the word fermented. If breed them, they breed them.
And they ferment and they, then they breed
they
and
breed them, then ferment them. It's like when they brew beer.
Ferment, then they breed them.
Yes.
Then they breed and they. It's part of the culture of Sierra Leone's educational system. All this tribalism, partisan politics and everything at the universities, then they breed them. Whereas in other countries, the university, they breed unity, they breed socialization. In Norway, from the primary school upwards, socialization is a cause the children take part in. But it's a non-exam course. Every term, then they grade them, then they call them and sit down and discuss. And the other thing about socialization in this society, the child gets a right to making voice heard at any level, from the kindergarten upwards. I make here, from the primary school up to university, the class prefects them, then get a prefect association. Every school, the prefect association, get a seat in every staff meeting. Because the children have to be there to listen to what the teachers decide, and they have to make their ideas known. If the children say that teacher will name him Ranture, they do so, that's the end of your job. As a matter of fact, before they employ you in a school or any public service in this country, you forgive a police record.
Police check. Yeah.
They go to police, tell them, say, I want a police record. They know you give the record now, then they send them
clearance. Yeah, they send them to the school.
Because they're very much concerned about the moral fortitude of society. We in Sierra Leone, Now, moral fortitude, now in our order of the day. That's why we intellectuals, they're all now idiots. They don't know how to behave. And the other thing we go notice about Sierra Leone, all the intellectuals will prefer to run away to come work in some other countries or come live in other country. Out in the Ghana SaLone, we will not able not to business. You business.
Your business.
It's your land.
You equally as bad as the person where they do the active.
Because what in one of your role as an intellectual now for create the ability and willingness for awaken society. When I say awaken society, not for go tell them for come on a street go strike. But now for tell the people that what in a need for know, let them able live their life properly. If you say you're not chemist, go down to the village level, use your chemistry knowledge, explain to the people and certain processes what they go use for make profit. To educated class no able do that. You know what you do? That come and pass education we get. They know all the formulas, but they cannot apply it. They cannot explain it.
You know.
And at the same class, they go into politics. They don't know the aid from them tail in politics. Then see 400 million, 500 million, and say na boku money. Now, make no way they talk, I ask you, I tell you, say, they ask for a specific reason. I've done my research. If we do what's in for doing a Sierra Leone, if we get a stable society where they produce goods and services, we get the capacity for build an economy where they run into trillions of dollars in a decade. We get the capacity for get an annual budget where they run between 12 and 25 billion dollars. Which means the least paid Sierra Leonean will take away between $2,500 to $3,000 per month. But we all know they see that. We allow a few people for mislead we. What's in they do them for selfish interest. Companies they come, then they count small money for car invest. They say, okay, put 2 million for me in a escrow account, put this in a escrow account. They think they have gone rich.
Hey, brother,
this wealth we are accumulating, 200 million. Is it well?
You know what I like about you?
Yeah.
Some things then you can say, you know how to stimulate my mind. Some things then you can say out of waiting you don't research. And when you can talk, you can open my mind for like visualize certain realities. You remember when we discussion them, we don't get a conversation where we can talk about colonial waiting. And you can talk for say some of the issues them where we get, they are not colonial. The colonial just exploited what was already there. You have said it not once, not two. And when you talk right now, you just don't provoke that understanding there for come inside this talk where they talk. You see, best part of this issue now an innate whether already existed before then Jacassia go school as well. Do you know our society don't always get this mentality when they exclude others? You get this hierarchy where they
I suffered it in school, my friend.
You know, my brother,
so don't tell me I suffered it. Done.
Where we then now we local society then create secret societies. The secret society, it was meant for educate, empower, strengthen, and develop the society. Then can make them forceful. And then can use them as a tool for segregate, for punish, for ostracize, and for exclude you from conversation. If you notice, where you do overseas, the diaspora and them, they this, then that, we defeat them. we support the economy, but when it comes on politics, they don't want to include we. This is a mentality we don't day for hundreds of years in our community. Where you see you want for talk, they say, ah, this na burka, you know, they pasoko. Not to talk about it, not for talking how they talk. This man na burka. If you're not a woman, you say something when pertinent to what's in the happen in the society, and now you got the knowledge, they see for say you're not a commoner. They want to exclude you. Ah, away. This is not join, you not go bondo. You not go bondo, you not go to
Minus that. Add to that. Would even say this word about stranger and landowners come out or chikolasiri?
Aha. You see, these are the
That
things.
discrimination.
That discrimination. It's done now with society. And we don't agree for shit.
You say not to wait man only use we because they know everything about we.
Exactly.
They use we for make profit.
They study with anthropology. They know with weaknesses. They use we all for fry we. But even snake.
Even snake. Tell you, thank God today you don't see her.
Even snake, from time to time, snake they do what in the man called kafo snake. It remove all the old skin.
Yeah.
For let it replenish itself and make itself stronger. But for
even the human being they do them. Maybe we not notice them because they brush what you they want.
Yeah. Then one other thing where this particular habit don't really render we so obsolete. It don't render we so vulnerable to the rest of we competitors in the world. Do you know where people can get medicine? Where white man gets medicine? It bring a kind of the market. Then find a way for them to make it get patent, copyright.
But and we don't get the copyright, you don't done, you know, they keep on secret again.
They put them in the public domain. So if he dies safe,
nobody know they take in formula. They're not saying that this person get rights to this formula.
We get the same system, but they not apply them legally. When person gets medicine, you will pay them, he make the medicine, and they tell him.
Yes, they say for banny.
He go tell you, say, you need to take a banny, you get for redeemer. And you go ask for some
so then at the patent or the copyright fee.
Yes. He go ask for a fee where impossible for let you waiting and then he die. He no let give nobody. He go with them. All the intellectual class, as you rightly put them, and for create a situation where we go teach you people and say we get for create a system
where this knowledge they go on.
Yes. So people are going to come forward with the knowledge, they record and say, now Mr. Jallo, now him first bring this gonorrhea medicine. This gonorrhea medicine for granite, pepper, and salt, it work. Now him can record them. So anybody who want to do that, you get for give small thing.
For take permission.
Yes.
If Mr. Jallo not there again, if I take permission to his family or inheritance.
Up to this day,
how the white man does things.
Up to this day, who they married, as Sierra Leone, at the Islamic or the European model. We not get SaLone married. The SaLone married in all legal. Why should it not be legal? All what we need for do now for allow the people and for register the local marriage. That's what marriage is.
No, they do it now. I think they get the tribal authorities. They do the tribal authorities. They do registration of marriage.
They get for personal parliament. They get for
it has been passed. It has been passed. It has been passed.
This is.
It has been passed. I know.
You know,
they don't pass them since the 1980s.
Everything people don't know about it. People don't know about it
because the intellectual class not they're not willing for awaken society. When I say willing for awaken society, anything we wanna make say this na public policy, wanna for go down to the people and level and explain to them in their own mommy language. Let them understand them.
Some
But
things
you will
then
see
they,
them sit at AYV TV talking bogus English, then feel say they educate.
some things then they what we do, where we enhance and empower we young culture. I go tell you one where wives were very angry in Sierra Leone. Say Pasheki, because of their lose life, then try for empower the concubines them. You remember when we passed that bastard picking law? If you born picking out of wedlock, it gets some rights to waiting in papa get. Because man be the born picking them out of wedlock, where he born the picking not to a fault. Where in mama and in papa,
In Norway, we not get bastard picking.
you know. So the law can make us say bastard picking only in Sierra Leone, any picking get right to waiting in papa
Norwegian law not get bastard picking. You know, Tindu? The Norwegian law allows a man and woman for live together, then born picking, even if they're not married.
Yeah.
Then they call them living together.
Yeah.
Sambua.
Naya says
Sambua.
they get some common law wife, common law husband.
Yes.
But Sierra Leone, Sheki do something like that. All man, they're not moral, they're not this. But you get for create situations that the family, the community, where they deal with the sensitive issues there. So certain people are not going to be
Because
ostracized
everybody
and they're
gets
not
a
going to
right
learn.
for be here. Imran,
Exactly.
everybody gets a right for be here.
Exactly.
Every child born has a father and a mother. It no matter whether they're married or not. And that child has a right to be here.
Well,
If
that
you
law,
cannot bring up the child to feel that they belong, you are creating traumatized children who will cause trouble for society.
yep, yep. I agree with
I
you.
don't want to make a direct reference.
I
Do the
agree with you.
formula.
I agree with you. You see, these are all the things. So what do you talk? Some of the things that would blame the witman from. The witman only use wheel oil for fry with.
They use what's in the meat.
They
They
be
came
already
to
in our
show us their
society.
own system. We resisted.
We
So
are not.
that's okay. Let's go by out and they do them business now. Let's get peace.
So now we don't get anything there where we have despots. We don't always get despots there in our society. Before the witman come, the witman just can't enhance them. But if it already did. But we people and don't they cry for thousands of years. Say we want to be free. But this habit of oppressing we young people, anytime where SaLone get power, they use the power for empower, they use the power for develop, for transform the people in lives. Rather, they use them for bully the people. Like I see one
Mister,
post where they go
Mister,
along. I don't
Mister,
know if you see
Mister,
him.
sorry, I want
Where
to hold
mother
you
be
thought.
you, where mother be you talk say one young female lawyer. They say the
That
female
you
lawyer.
then can go see ID.
Yes. Me brother, I know will be a boss lap and come on and me be that for them. Can you imagine, mother be you, a female lawyer, he say they bully him. Can you imagine that? The national bully.
They talk about bullying. They talk about all the idiots that we get on social media, how they go and curse people. Because they pay those guys to do those jobs.
You know what Timon
They
and
know
the
they talk about
person?
that.
The journalists where write that piece there. Say he deserves for be for be charged for treason.
Why? Why?
Mother be you, the national bully.
Mm.
Now the bully, they complain say he's been bullied. It's like a 30-year-old man come out, a go report, a 2-year-old boy in a police say they bully him. The policeman will just bust laugh.
But in Sierra Leone, they're not a boss laugh because the 2-year-old bobo, the 30-year-old man, now he gets the upper hand. You see, The other thing about Sierra Leone will make we society backward. The intellectuals not able to understand the difference between power and force. There's a very big gap between power and force. Force appeal to radicalism. Power, they appeal to the conscience. When you get power, you make the people around you comfortable with you. You make the people entrust you. You don't appeal to their conscience. Whatever you do, they are your protectors. Now, when you use force, you know that I mean, you don't insult the next man in integrity. Because every human being is part of the I am. Now I make code and they ask you name, you say, I am. I am Imran Toure. You identify yourself as part of God. I am, because that's the name of God. When Moses asked him, what is your name? He said, I am that I am.
I am that I am.
And the human being, they identify, say, we are part of God. The spiritual side of us is part of God. So when you ask, what is your name? You say, I am. Boy. When you ask the other man, you know that at me, you don't challenge the power of God. You don't challenge the golden rule. Do unto others as you want done unto you. So the person, they take offense. They feel deeply hurt in his soul. You understand? This is what our intellectuals do in Sierra Leone. This is what people in public offices do in Sierra Leone. So now they're responsible for any instability in the society.
You just
The society is normal or unstable depending on how the intellectual and ruling class uses the knowledge at their disposal, and also how then they use their ability for awaken society. We don't see people and they tame wild animals, not so? You don't ever see person they tame wild animal by beating the animal. And they appeal to in spirit, not so? Then he able to get under control, no so? In this part of the world, people then they will get dog when a wolf and tame them, then become domesticated. If you say you are going to use force all the time, if you are going to use treachery and deception all the time, then you will never have peace. Because you hurt the spirit of the other people then.
I now cut you word. Where we start, you use the word hypocrite. That word, a hypocrite, in the New Testament, Jesus used that 19 times, 18 to 19 times. Because nothing way it is inside bad people them. And Mandela talk about it. He say anybody when are intellectual or politicians, where they change a view based on who they talk to.
Hypocrite.
A hypocrite.
Yeah. The view should be constant.
So, waiting we talk about Snaya, we see where Mother Bio take power, where they want for go out, for go thief money, for go make their NGO them, we will not need. So then create a situation. Say they make sexual how they call themselves.
Points of our girls.
Yes. In that how them they're waiting, they make a match a kind of martial law. That is how they call themselves. Say
anti-rape.
Yes, then say then they rape picking them. The intellectual class sat there, then they laugh we all over the world. Nobody not talk and say, no, you don't rape children. Rape is about consent. To rape somebody, the person get for able to give consent, picking not give consent. You dey abuse pikin, you dey molest pikin, you dey violate pikin, you know dey rape pikin. And anybody wey dey rape pikin, e get more than violence. E craze.
Mental issue.
Na mental issue. When you go comot, you say you dey make state of emergency for rape. Do you know the implications of that? Those are the things.
Can you let me just come in, sir? Hold your thoughts. How can you make state of emergency on something that is part of the culture you come from? It's part of Bio's culture.
You know, you know,
you don't live now in the country. You know what in a rape na them place then they.
So Magami.
Oh well.
You know.
So, I will say no more.
So where
hypocrisy is hypocrisy. That's the highest level of hypocrisy.
Well,
then intellectuals they will sit down. Then not in hypocrisy. Yeah. Then seal their lip.
And they're not for say you know they rape pikin. You get people them we do humanities, social worker them we study in them place there. We understand what's another thing. They don't say, hey, Mr. President, you know why? Because they don't get the moral courage. When they say person get moral courage, I say, no, this is wrong. Irregardless what they do, you don't speak it like this. Come out. But you see, a whole journalist, they go write what I talk for say, a treasonable offense. For Google write say, a feeble female, young girl, where they try for educate the population, for stand up for some of the ills that we got in the society.
Oh.
The president's claim say the girl is bullion. Then you
bullion,
yes, public interest, because when you're a journalist, that's what it means. You did it for fetch for public interest. Wait for say, it's the other way around. I don't understand what's in the plane here, but now you, they help for sell. See, the wolf, now the lamb. The lamb, now the wolf.
Yeah.
You see, you know, there are certain things that what you go now with society.
I will tell you why that is happening. Anybody who they play victim all the time, there are two things clear about them. They are either traumatized or they are cowards. Go find out this psychology. I've given you an assignment. Anybody who they play victim all the time, where they find way for blame others for inability for do things right. Now, either a traumatized person or a coward.
Or a person we no want change.
You cannot have change if you are a coward. Change not something you need for be courageous, because it's a move towards something new.
Yeah.
Cowards don't want change. Take it from me.
You're right.
Cowards then convenient with conservatism. Now so meet them the duam. Now so for continue for duam.
Listen to this.
If you say no, go low duam this way, me are not going able. That's why when you talking about cowardice, one thing you'll easily know that Sierra Leoneans are cowards. Now we are in the age of technology. Almost Sierra Leoneans able to conveniently use technological devices.
Well, listen to this. Listen to this. For confirm what
you say. I go and the book, all the book definition first. I want to understand what you are they say. Almost people able to use this phone conveniently. Now, I my question. Phone, the ordinary mobile phone. When small pikin olam, they make take hey, this not for pikin, then they sabi technology. Who don't tell you say enough for able learn technology? Man, I was 50 years old when I started studying information technology. I don't tell you say me a master, but what you sabi, people and they will know. My grandpa tell somebody say my grandpa sabi code, then say na lie. Cowards don't learn.
Let's share
No,
this
no, for
wisdom with
confirm
you.
what you they say. Go ahead, sir. Give the definition.
Now wisdom I want for share, not the definition. No. The wisdom says, so many people are wasting the best years of their lives in a place they don't belong out of fear or starting over.
Yes.
Know what you deserve. When a shoe doesn't fit, you must change the shoes and not your foot. Don't settle for a shoe that doesn't fit. It's not worth the pain.
It's not. It's not. We say, okay, under normal circumstances, I am using 44. Okay?
Mhm.
But in winter, because I get for wear thick wool socks, I not go use 44. If I use 44, now pain normal they pain me foot.
Mhm. Mhm.
So all me winter shoes them now 45 and they are for 46. How many people think that way is the question.
This is the thing. You
Some
see,
man go prefer is use the 44, then he wear a cotton socks winter, then his foot begin get blisters. Because he had thoughts. When they see some man winter time, then they wear dress shoe. You don't. Even if you have a car to drive, except if they go to a special location. But during winter, you forget the appropriate shoe. And the most appropriate shoe now either boot or some canvas way waterproof.
me brother, anybody will get life. Anything will get life. You get things that will characterize you with life. We expected of you. Anything where you be, if you're a doctor, you get rules or you get the characteristics of a doctor. You get forget something where as they see you, how you behave, the things that you do, they say this is not a doctor. If you're not a lawyer, the same thing. When you're not a human being, you not a living thing, and living things will they respire, will they reproduce, locomotion, will they move. You see, God not make you for the one place, now make you need for move.
If you don't have place for too long, all your muscles they begin at.
If you then a place, you're not comfortable, but you know to host when are inanimate. When I say inanimate, not get life. Stone, outside they not move, I know they move. You're not mortal man. If you then a place where you know comfortable, you know conducive, it cause you pain. Not all you foot you they change. That they suits you they change. Not to the how you call them, you self you they change. Now the person where they cause the problem. That is why they catch criminal, then lock them up. So that the people that were normal go get them freedom. If you got a leader, when they bully una, when they misuse una pull the ass come on there. So una go waiting. That is part of movement. That is part of the characteristic una get as living things.
Of change.
Una get the right for let una dey now in society in tranquility, in peace. So right now where you dey so, the background where you dey sit also every day when you come, now you pick up because it's more conducive to this thing where you dey do. If you want to take picture, the very first thing where you do.
Start Friday. We have been start Friday and so the table been done.
Exactly.
I've been get more problem for the move around. But now I say, okay, let me center the table. The table is centered because now I get a mixer, I get other things then.
Yeah.
And I get for do plenty connections. If I've been put on one corner, I need longer cables. There would have been cable here and there. For the convenience, I had to change.
Yeah. Where you want to take picture, you look for a convenient place. Where you look, but this place you look dirty, not nice. Let me change the position. So you change the position for let you get the right picture. because you want the background for reflect your personality. Who that you be? If you feel say that this background you like, but the background dirty, you dey paint them, you dey plant flower there, you go make some changes then they for let it go meet that criteria. And now these are the things that we no want for do naturally. We dey afraid. Now that's make if you notice the bad politicians them, like Madabio, constantly they put fear upon people them. So the people
And
them
I
go
fear
afraid.
now problem. And the other thing about the Sierra Leonean, the minute you mention the word death is a taboo. It's a taboo to the Sierra Leonean. But I want to ask Sierra Leoneans, if that was that much a taboo, why would Papa and Grandpa and great grandpa then still not there alive?
You know,
What do you have to fear death about when you have to die? Death is a constant. And the other thing about the Sierra Leonean, when go sit down, the things they wait for do, let them build up themselves, they know they take care of them. But then they build things them where they lead them towards death wish. They spend more times building churches and mosques than building schools for educate them, let them get out of this quagmire. They spend more time putting money into death ceremonies than putting money on education. The person die, the amount of money then they spend for Beram, if you take that money, they can educate one picking for 2 years. Are we really thinking? We can face certain realities. We all get for die. It no matter how you die, there is always going to be a reason for your death. There is always going to be a cause for your death. Why then they do autopsy or postmortem? They will find out what thing kill you, so that if there is any way that problem can be eliminated, they're able to eliminate them. Don't forgo wake you again. They want to find out the cause of death. You understand? Because every death has a cause. So what in this reason will make people and they fear death in Sierra Leone? Do we think we are going to be here forever? And for those people where they use death for threatening people, them, do they think they are going to be here forever? These are the basic questions we need to begin to ask. Because now some of them questions here get for lead we to peace. All this noise about diaspora involvement, social media involvement, then they play on the people in fear of death. They don't tell the people the truth. And they play on them fear of death. Hey, now the only diaspora, now the only problem can is the problem that diaspora will take to Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone has more problem than the diaspora can create. If the diaspora keep quiet now, if the diaspora say, okay, from today, we'll not send 1 cent in Sierra Leone, I swear to God, something wrong will get for go wrong in that country drastically. Because one of the things you did notice where you go Sierra Leone, every street get to Forex Bureau for go collect money. The diaspora say, we'll not send 1 cent in Sierra Leone again. Then bureau, they all the lock. Who then lock? Who that go suffer? Now diaspora. The people that own the cost, say now then they cause trouble. We will not get more trouble now on our head. So man they grab na money in net, you know, able eat 1 month or less. Now diaspora cause
my brother, right now within our society, so just this talk what they talk, you wake something else na me aid. Where both the religion in our country, me a Catholic by the way, baptized, confirmed, do all because
not the religion.
They
Me not
talk
the
say,
religion.
they
And
talk
unless
say,
Sierra Leoneans, they know that.
well, me go there for Becca understands
Not the
way
religion. Where I die, una no bear
things the
me.
way
Where I
think.
begin smell, una go bear me.
Well, listen to this. What I say we intellectual class, they're not what would you talk see they're not they think, and we the people in SaLone,
Why
we
not
know
they
they
make
ask the right
hypocrite
question.
I
They tell
believe
we
in
for
God, but I
say,
not believe in any of those
they tell we for
religions.
say, we not for cry when somebody die. They talk for say, we for left the dead for bury the dead. They talk for say,
Who's dead where they can bury
we not for
them?
make Sarah for person where he die, because person will die, no important. But guess what? All to the religion, the people already call every day na masla say among na person we don't die. But they say if your grandpa die, not for cry. If your grandpa die, not for kill goats. If your grandpa die, not for kill sheep. But every year they kill sheep for Abraham. He don't die almost 1,000 years ago. You see, these are some of the questions that we will get for ask. And all them things and they now things them where they take we out of we own culture, we own belief system.
Do we even have a culture now? That's the question.
It's all gone. All gone. Now let's make we
Do we
confuse the way we
really know
confuse
what
you.
our culture is?
Because in those days, where we began still people them way, now I think Africanists can call them, we still believe in them African being. Christmas or special days, then you go to Bering Ground, then care fura and kula for the ancestors. This is a practice, an African practice. Not so.
It's not only Africans, sir.
Okay.
You will be surprised that Norwegians do that every Christmas. In as much as the municipality, they take care of the burying ground, every Christmas, then they get flower and candle, go light up and then fumble and
well, we will care fura, kola, and kolwata. Islam and Christianity say, not for do that, not for do that.
The Norwegians do it every year. They take candle and flower, then they go put on at the gravestone. Then get the things them, the flower pot day, and not only on special holidays. They go there regularly to change the flower. They go there at specific moments where matter to them, more important to them. Then they go light candle, then get the small candle thing.
We get that too.
Where they open, I put the candle inside, you lock them.
We get that too.
Breeze not the hot the
but
candle.
waiting until we, Sierra Leone, Islam and Christianity, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. You cannot talk about the dead.
Now because people
cannot,
are not even get a mind.
cannot go there.
People are not even get a mind of their own and take it now
but
they see so
Jesus Christ don't die.
Abraham.
Muhammad don't die. Then they call them every time when they get that. And as long we own culture back of old, I remember when we small, even when they make Sarah, then they call all the ancestors Akieri, the elder go say, Ya Botenga, Ya Mariamanga, Pa Kulenenga, Pa Brahmanga, Pa Abunga, Pa Momonga, Ya Masiri, Ya Ramata. Yes. Then they call all the ancestors. But now they say that Jesus and Muhammad for call. But they are there too. They say not for call that man. You know, when they talk about the inequalities, how come you call two people and no more the whole world? We don't die. But you not for call you young grandpa. You not for call you mama where he died. You not for even cry you mama died.
Important. Your grandpa not important.
Man where you not sabi, man where they born almost 1,000 miles away from where you come out. It's more relevant than your life. Past the people that will give you life. You know, there are some things in the way, you know, if you not person way get a critical mindset, you ask them question there. How did we get here?
A short break, class show me fumble and something.
How did we get here? Now, honestly, we won't be able to make decisions because we are not asking the right questions. And if you know ask the right questions, you know they get the answers then what you need for survival. Every year.
I want to look at this app. This now, it gets all the channels and everything and the platforms that we connect with this redemption broadcast because it's part of the building project. Here you have the radio, an online radio, where I test today, but I not be use voice. Here it's connected to Instagram. As with the broadcast, so the YouTube is here for you to see. This is it. This can play now. So the YouTube is here for you to see. This is it. This can play now.
the voice, not to
So
so
the YouTube is here for you to. Then this is now the Facebook page for redemption and so on. We try to build a coordinated system. And I don't tell my partner, say, we get for the do certain recordings, and get in talk, then we can do on audio. We get for begin broadcast them on podcast. All of it will be on this app. Why would they do them? We're not to fame with the fan. We want to do what needs to be done for make people that know what they need for know. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Let we empower ourselves with knowledge. And the other thing we'll go ask all we various participants them, gonna share this link as broadly as una can do. Let more people know. We're not here for politics. Me o sit down here, I don't want nobody in political office are satisfied with what they be. The best I can do for Sierra Leone now, maybe I go give advice here and there if they want it. But I don't want anybody's office. I'm contented with what I am. But I get the feeling, say, this thing they talk about now every day is surrounded by one problem. The problem of ignorance. So people that don't know what they need for know. So it's my wish to share knowledge. I they take time and everything for doing things so that over time, when people then go know what they need for know, then people take decent decisions. Nobody know they can't lie and then deceive them because what you call politics na Sierra Leone, now lies and deception. Not true, not a panna. But if the people know what they need to know, that will change. The first step towards change is for you to get the correct knowledge. So do ya, una help we share this platform, share this app. Are they put them on WhatsApp? Are they put them on my Facebook page? I go begin circulate them on all the Facebook groups that were there. Share them. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. Just share it. Let people able to access information. This is a place to give information. When una don't get enough information, una able to take decision on una own. That's as much as we can give una. And for every information we una they get, na $1 billion una they earn. We will encourage una, even what you they talk na ya, una go find out. Go read and find out. Go do everything necessary. Let prove say what in them talking right or wrong. Una prove we wrong if we wrong. And when una prove we wrong, una come back and tell we say, but that way been talked today not correct.
Papa, waiting I talk so today, we I talk say we get culture for call we ancestors them and for bury them with dignity. Religion them where we get Nasara Leon talk for say, no, you not for do that. You not for even make 40 days. Yaram. You not for make 7 days. You not for do you know Islamic. Islam not your culture. You get your own culture. The person will talk to you na Islam and the person will talk to you na Christianity. They also don't die, but they call their name every day.
I
What
want
I
you
talk
to know
so?
one thing.
What I talk so? You can see some man go talk.
Uh,
Not blaspheme, not blaspheme. You don't this, you don't that, you don't that.
Imran,
But
I
what
want to
I
let you
am
know.
trying to do now for stimulate people in mind,
Yes.
for make
Yes.
them begin to see certain things that they what would they do with the fella. Do we really have to do
And
them?
another thing we need for do for the people them. Now I make a tell you say Norwegians they do this thing. No people then begin no say most of the interpretations out and they will give them about religion. Now the same idiots them when they lead the church and mocks them, now then they connive with the politicians. So then they continue for blindfold. Rather than you wait for pastor or imam for show you, go find out for yourself.
Theology on both sides, in Islam and in Christianity, now be part of politics. Now Moses Kaka
Yeah, but what they
then
say,
they
I
go
want
side
to
by
get the
side.
point clear. I want to get the points clear. The kind of Christianity that they practice in Europe is different from the Christianity we have in Africa.
Totally.
The kind of Islam that they practice in the Middle East is different from the one we get in Africa.
We do.
People know that. 90% of what they tell we say good not bad or bad not good. When you come to the places of the origins of their religions, yeah, they know they talk about that. They talk about that. I see people them, they yagba Christmas time, they do all kinds of things, say then they celebrate the birth of Christ. Do you know that December, that celebration, also Christian celebration, do you know the origin of Christmas?
Pagan, from paganism.
Not a pagan, not a pagan, not a pagan, not a pagan. It's a Nordic culture. It's a Scandinavian culture. I make even the symbol of Father Christmas with a reindeer. Now, because I get reindeer na the world again, pass na the North Pole.
No, North Pole, no, temperate areas. Areas where
Let me tell you now the history of Christmas. When the Roman Catholics came to Scandinavia, they met resistance. Vikings then to people how they take nonsense. You can't tell them any crap and believe you. So they had to make compromise. And what was the compromise? At that time, the people then during winter, the place is so cold, then they pile wood, then light them, bonfire. Then all man they sit down around the fire, when they sit down till then grab them, begin dance around so that the muscles they not go stiff. Like how one day society they do. When I came to Norway, the first time I see a laugh, I say, it's now one day society. Then they don't want to see they preserve their culture.
Then they keep their culture, then they maintain their culture.
You know, then they call her, they say Sanctan Afton.
And they even get a ministry for culture. Now, most of them countries
they have a ministry of culture in Norway. And the Ministry of Culture, now they're in charge of religion again. But you'll be surprised that they not discriminate upon the religion. They make them secular.
Yeah.
The state now get the church. But they allow other churches to operate. They allow other religions to operate. And then they make sure, say, every year, they get an amount of money that they give to each congregation. For help them for pay light bill, the rent for the place, water supply, then kind of thing. And
they are tax-free, anything they want for do.
Yes, yes. And if they get any ceremony, like where them pray they can come, then they apply, the states they give them money or make food, then thing and then they celebrate the feast, night hall, and they give the hall. As a matter of fact, then most of the politicians, the prime minister, etc., then can go celebrate with the people them. Because here, in as much as the state now get the church, but religion is secular. Nobody not for discriminate against nobody, everybody get right.
There is some Christian they talk for say they wouldn't baptize you, you are Jew. Because you're not descendant of Abraham. You know, you get a lot of heap of nonsense.
A misinterpretation of religion, sir. This is what Africa has as a problem. Let me tell you now. It's not about the religion. The religions, they are pure if you understand them. But if you allow people to interpret them for you, then you are polluted in your head.
My brother, SaLone people, not they waiting for that one person go all money for that.
And the same thing then they do pan politics. Let me tell you now.
Even the
way
social media,
people and they interpret power, na Sierra Leone, na pollution.
Even social media, they read them. Me family, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Any side where you did, that's all man they go. Why? Language, you get words them where university. Family unakushe. That include morning, sunshine, evening. It's
Well,
tautology. You go pantimni. In Nirei, na morning. In Piari, na afternoon. Every language gets words for anything and day. But when you want to do a generic greeting, what you say second, you don't get for go boku waiting. You don't tell Adu at all times of the day. It's like wait man say hello, hello at any time now hello.
Hello.
You know? So it is so the mon ami. In fact, some
And the other thing what they do
family,
funny
good
in
morning,
Sierra
good
Leone.
afternoon, good evening, any time where you did at the universe, blah blah blah. Which kind of crap is that?
We are
Just
all
because
doing it.
probably
I
a
do it.
first
I'm
person will say
guilty of
that
that. That's why I'm laughing.
everybody don't copy him. Mene,
Consciously.
what is it? Yahweh say, I wanna that you don't tell me I do for the whole day. You don't tell me I do for the whole day. You know, we get this business here because of this sense to belong. Yes, people like for belong, but we don't have for belong organically. We want for belong. Whose side we not supposed for day one day among the justice when in a camera.
Well, that's the falsehood in us.
That is the problem. Because
That's the falsehood in us. And that falsehood,
everybody get right
and they lead
to
way
belong.
to bigotry.
Yes. And
Because
tribalism.
you don't count a very important point. Take somebody we come out from a village, we happen for be the only person we go university in that village.
So boring.
As he come back na village, they behave like Kwan Jones na Freetown.
Yeah.
If they get mind for wearing a tie, they pass na the village.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Everywhere you day or anywhere you day in the universe. Well, for make it easy, family them in a cabo. Kushe. You don't cover all that one day. But just because one person don't say that, sometimes the person get DR in name, they want to look like doctor, even though the doctors are wrong. Now, anybody who they use English words there, myopic, where the person use an Sierra Leonean. Then the other word, sacrosanct. Oh, they like that word today. That new word we don't come. Then the other one, tripartite. You know, say now Sierra Leone, everything at 3-3. We get tripartite. Then now we get Trinity. Tripartite, now government, international community, APC. Tripartite. Then we get Trinity. You get President Bill. You get Samura. They get Adebayo. That is the Trinity. Everything about three. Everything. And we got three. You know, sometimes I can see them and they ask. And the real thing is the Trinity will get Nasralio. The one we really care about the people. For me, Adebayo is not the real leader. Because that they talk for the people. Then they talk about waiting they affect the people. The other two, then they talk for the higher echelon, the people that are the stratosphere. Because I don't listen to them both speech. Both speech, when you look at it, then vague, then they talk about peace.
We
But
get
they tell
one
me how to forget the peace. The only way they get peace now when mother be pull ass now that sits there. Because it don't create so much inflammation. Nobody not trust them. Me not trust them. It will not lead me. He's not my president. We have not been consulted whether we want him or not. He has not won elections. Everybody knows say no win election. Then that man get the bold mind. It him up now. National television, they talk for say after where he win the election. How? Well, you win election, what the results? You go take exams, O level. You not get results. Then you go talk about get division one. They say put the results.
If Unasa builder na mother build, na not go be surprised.
Honestly. And if people they listen to some of we.
I don't want to go to that. It will be personal.
Well, I go provoke you like you go into that because some
No,
of them think
I
they are
know they
people that
do
need
'em.
to
I know
know.
they do 'em. I know they do 'em. I don't attack people
Madam,
personally.
you know they attack
The
people.
only thing I
You
will
they
tell you
safeguard the
is
people.
not fit.
Me
Fit
brother, when
for
they
the
talk
job.
say we want for change certain things, you know that this country here, if you do pedophilia, then they put you on the sex register. Why? Now for protect the public. So if you get any information, you not pull and use them don't mix my intellectual class there when it cause problem. If there is anything there where the people should know, what's not to lie, you have to bring it out. The people have the
Yeah,
right
but
to know.
that's personal. That's
It is
family.
not personal. There's nothing personal.
It is. I wouldn't do it. You wouldn't force me. I have
No,
moral
I know they force
fortitude,
you. I know they
mister.
force you. I they
The
convince you.
problem, the
I don't
problem
force.
with the Sierra Leonean get now they try me for make I do so. We
That's not
lack
the
moral
problem.
fortitude.
I don't give you my argument. Now, yeah, if you do
No amount of
pedophilia and they put it on the
argument
sex
will make
register,
me
and
go
I get
against.
it is the same in Norway. I don't hear you. Yeah, don't come on.
Come on.
Yeah.
No amount of argument not go make her go against me moral
Now you
principle.
get your free will. I just made a comment.
This is one of the things absent in our society.
Mm-hmm.
Moral fortitude. Knowing what to do and not what to do.
You have the right to stand up, but I have the right to challenge you, which I have done. So we
Now
are
what
both
are they
right.
say? Not to you are the talk, but are the talk
Uh-huh.
say one of the things will make our society rotten.
Mm-hmm.
The intellectuals don't know the limits to which they should go in
Yeah.
knowing what to do and what not to do.
And
That's
when to
what is
stand
called
up and when not
moral.
to stand up.
Yes, that is what is called moral fortitude.
Yep.
We lack them in Sierra Leone.
In some cases, they call it moral courage.
Yes.
The same
I
thing.
just want to talk to DJ Mason. As he say, in a musician, they deal with audio, they make music. I go and take contact with you, Imran,
Okay.
because I've been on discuss with you today about the need for me to get some musicians for come on board. Look and discuss about them trade and what in need for be done for improve them. Because one of the things we're bad about with society, when you go Guinea, you go Senegal, you see something completely Ghana, you see something completely different.
Mm.
Music is part of the culture. Music is part of educating the people. But with music, it don't become so foreign and estranged.
Mm-hmm. All
There are
more for be
few
Jamaican.
musicians.
Yeah.
There are few musicians where they admire when I say a Leonean musician them. Because then still, in as much as they know they go deep into the culture, but then still stick to a message where they resonate with the conditions of the people.
Mm-hmm.
Like this bobo Innocent Kuti, where I can listen in music. I say this bobo know what they talk. When we go get musician on a rap, they play, they talk all kind Chris, then they make a music ambassador. Because he get mind for pull gun the fire. They get the other how they misbehave, then they go like kind of prison. Then say in another one, hey, all man the prison. Are we really serious? Listen to Guinean music.
You know,
Listen to Ghanaian music. Listen to Senegalese music. They have modernized this music, but still, then they serve as platform for educate the people. Them.
the
I'm not saying
musicians,
Bakari would have been a very good educator, but he allowed himself to make them cry and go into the path of sycophancy. Now he cannot come out.
my dear, the
He
musicians,
has
and
the
where I
talent to
respect
be,
Sierra Leone,
he has the
and
talent to be a first-class musician. When you listen to them about them flavor and the other one, what in and they sing but not then culture. Then culture. Then they promote them culture, then they educate them people them. They at the same time, they play music that people would want to hear.
And say a plant with a strong root, they bear delicious fruits. What do you they talk so much music? You know, we get very few musicians and we get so much respect for. Why? Because they're musicians and they are connected to we culture and they're proud of we culture and then they try for look Afrobeat where then the
Afrobeat na SaLone come out.
national
Na
come
Gerald
out and a lot
Pine.
of your musicians don't even know, they don't know that. They don't
Gerald
even know that.
Pine. We been get heartbeats in the 60s.
They
Now
don't
he
know
start
that.
Afrobeat. He moved
Afrobeat
from
started
Sierra
from
Leone,
Sierra
then go
Leone.
Ghana, then go Nigeria. Now he go mentor fella and some Kuti. Then Nigerians and Ghanaians took it up. Francis Foster, we been they
Yeah,
play
yeah,
percussions for Gerald Pine. We been
yes.
play with Paul Simons,
He
Graceland.
played with Paul
He's
Simon
now
for that
resident in
album,
Ghana.
Van Graceland, the album Graceland.
Yes,
He
he's
played
now
for
resident
that
in Ghana.
within it.
And when
You
you
know,
listen to the Ghanaian music, what you they see now a combination of high life and
this
Afrobeat.
is why me and you two always with a talk about history. If you don't know your
So
past,
history is a part of the fact.
if you don't know who you are, if you don't have a culture, you don't get identity. If you don't get identity, you see that one way God tell we, a part of that. We say, they say, who are you? You say, I am. I am, it will show you distinctness,
Yeah,
who you
yeah,
are. We are all unique. When they say, who are you? I am. That I am, it distinguish you from
and they
others.
distinguish you as an existence. It points to your character. Then
Exactly.
at the same time, when you have a talent to sell, this is what people take to identify you.
And when you go any side, they know they ask you, what are you tribe? They say, where are you from? You say Sierra Leone.
Yeah, your identity.
You know they carry APC passport. You know they carry SLPP passport. You know they carry Timni passport. You know they carry Mende passport. Mende, Timni, Soso, Limba. Everybody in a Sierra Leonean passport will they carry. But for musicians, them when they go out for sing, them they make bashment. Are you Jamaican? You are not. What you to talk and not understand that? You know where at the top for
But
say I
long
respect
my way
musician.
they sing, "Woyo,
I dey tell you where are they talk say I respect SaLone musician. One of those people we are so respect Abdul
woyo."
TJ. I respect Abdul TJ. You know say Abdul TJ they play Kongoma.
Abdul is my cousin. I told you
He
that.
they play Kongoma. He they play local instruments.
When I come from Abdul been the play when young. You don't know that. Magazine boy. He be the
He
go
they
down move
play
and
with
then Congo
local
with that gold
equipment
guitar, now be the
instrument.
play. Now I make it call him music, palm wine music.
Then you get this other fellow where I love so much, Yusuf Jallo. Yusuf Jallo not only sabi Sierra Leone equipment, they play almost every West African equipment. Every West African equipment. He went out, he learned how to play them.
And in only land, they use that knowledge there for past education through storytelling. It's storytelling and education tool. You see, why I bring this deviation from what they discussed today, this is
And
part
another
of
one,
the role,
Otis. Otis wasting
this
peace
is
of
part
mind.
of the role of the intellectual class. If you're an intellectual, you get for open your eye, you open your ears, for identify people of them talents. I don't mean say pass you get millions before you begin talk to them. Talk to them, coach them, mentor them. In the process, then they able improve on their skills.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Daddy,
Then they
we
able
don't nearly
improve
go
on
to
their
we don't nearly
skills.
go 11:30. We get for come back tomorrow.
This
Let
is
we
the
close and now let we
awakening of
rest.
society where then they talk about the individual in whole, the intellectual in whole. You they
That's
awaken
what intellectuals
society.
do.
by
That's what we
giving
should
them the
do.
correct knowledge.
Then Nigerian boy them.
I know you hold.
They're not they sing any song. If not English, they sing self. If not Igbo singer, they put Igbo words than they. You they see
Well,
wait
look
till
now,
they
boy, we
dance
don't
now
make
in
boku
England.
money.
Then they sing Yoruba. Then they sing Igbo inside nightclub in England. Why? Because of music.
What about this bobo in America who don't make multi-million per music? Ashike.
Oh.
Movies sing per English. Oh. Music now, they sing per
Arrest
English.
me case. Salifu Keita knows a big book. There's Danny the wooden leka na Europe, especially Germany. Salifu Keita.
But the man was Salif Keita, a music yeke. Now the first African music where they use a signature tune in an Olympic competition, the one that was done in Japan.
Arrest my case.
Japan or South Korea in the 80s.
Arrest my case. Anyway, my brother,
So
let we pack up for today.
We don't come, we don't talk, and the talk no go done. Okay, for the come. Tomorrow back, we there. Make we there back tomorrow because today on program, now the postpone yesterday program. Tomorrow back, we there. And our appeal sailor we continue with this topic tomorrow. We not change them, Imran. This topic,
brother, now you know the coordinator. So
we deal with this topic.
Okay.
Then say, if you want Pikinte, well, I left for Pisabedi, no agree one day now for Jankoliko, not so. So now begin Jankoliko then.
We got for fan this man here where they sing so we got for tell play this song here for we with SaLone instrument to
Somebody else don't say in the outside East London like contact one side who could say I don't know if it's Sabiam.
I don't know they have put me number, display me number for me. Say he will get me number.
Just put them on the comments, but I don't know if we go able to copy them.
Yeah, let call me because we get forget an open mind and we get for communicate with one another.
No, we don't get nothing for hide. We not get nothing for hide. I make me all tell me number now they use let them call me. You know able hack me phone. Seven 506 436808.
Yeah.
DJ Meskin.
Let Ian the musician call me.
I don't post Imran a number on the comment section. So take note of call and Leona talk. Mr. CCSF call and Leona talk. Because maybe you self get for come on board because I think say you're not person where you there in the music world. We need for Kansi don't talk how we make our music better. How it will be a tool for educate people them, we will be profitable for owner and for the people them. Because if you see Nigerians and they sing Yoruba, Igbo, and what today, then they make millions, we can do this. TJ way they talk all the music then as SaLone music.
Yeah.
Not getting album.
Yeah, the music
music and SaLone music.
And
he has a unique music
even
for take to the next level.
High Life also gets origin from Sierra Leone. Because Sierra Leone will be the headquarters for the colonial waiting. And even the songs that whatever they play for the colonial visitors, they would gonna High Life. You know?
So
Ghana man and go make them now to hip life. But High Life I mean West African.
Mali. Mali. Do you know Mali is the root of blues?
Yeah.
Mali is the root of blues. It's also the root of jazz music.
You know, one of the people
famous musicians like Eric Clapton, they don't make tributes to Mali. Yes.
That guy, Manu Daibungo. You know,
Manu
saying now one
Dibango.
of the singer in anyway Michael Jackson emulates the copy to an extent. Michael Jackson is sing Mama Ko, Mama Ko, Mama Kusa. Boom. All man they dance in Africa. They don't know what say. Now that Manu Daibungo. Now him that man they extract that from. And this is the power of music. Where Michael
It's
this guy now
universal.
then Richie sing all night long. There are elements where it's see from Africa. Just listen to all night long.
Most music
Swahili.
have elements of African beats. Most. Even the rock music only with man they play. Tunes and they were na root from Africa. Ramble them, now we come, now we they go. Gonna thank you for listening. And as I say, gonna let us shape this platform. Let we make it more bigger. Let we make it more interesting. We still refuse for allow phone-in calls because the people are not they come. When the crowd gather just now, they make una call. Let we discuss. Let we interact. They will get a community on Facebook page, with YouTube page, where we go to interact. We forget a community. As we grow, we go make a community on a Facebook group. We'll go to interact. One place then they now for go discuss but Sierra Leone. What you go do is a people. Let make our country go before. The one the way she done they talk politics and deception and lies, let them they not their own lane. We know they also how they put two sense them together for do thing go make we go before. If I reach there, and I thank you for listening to me. And I go pass her over to Mr. Tue.
Now we come, now we go. We left una go down, make una sleep with all the guiding angel, Angel Michael. Now that didn't tell we. But hey, now Lord, now God, now I know the truth. We left una go down. May God bless una until then we go see una tomorrow. And we say tata.
And a good night.
Say the Rasu to my the same bow. I didn't need that upon the Mayo. Yamai, the Rasu, Yamai, bow. I didn't need that upon the Mayo. I didn't need that upon the Mayo. To my say the Rasu to my the same bow. I didn't need that upon the Mayo. Yamai. We dey na full of